This week on Blitz, we're talking NFL Draft, Blitz style. Plus, which first-year head coach will have the hardest season? All that, plus who hurt Antonio Brown? Leave Juju alone, bro. So sit back and crack a cold one. It's time to get blitzed. Welcome to Blitzed, where we talk NFL and rate popular drinks at the same time. We're just weeks away from the NFL Draft, and our excitement is matched only by our massive ignorance about college football. Coach, who will the Giants take at 6? James Campbell or Detrell Jackson?
Definitely Campbell.
Okay, definitely. Neither of those players are real people.
Oh, right.
Ladies and gentlemen, I give you the coach. And now let's introduce our hosts.
Introducing tonight's starting lineups. The coach.
Seriously, I did not know about this. This is so awesome.
The rookie.
Get out there and smash.
And stats.
I'm just the stats guy. I have no idea.
That's kind of my thing. That's kind of my thing.
What we do know about the draft is that the Cardinals are on the clock, which is probably making Josh Rosen regret his Cards for Life tattoo. And also why we're drinking the Arizona Cardinal Cherry Smash, which is made with tequila, orange liqueur, agave juice, lime juice, soda water, and Bing cherries. Coach, what do you think of the Cherry Smash? Is it a Kurt Warner drink or is it a David Craig kind of drink?
This is Kurt Warner. I really like this. So it's got good tequila, so props for that. I love cherries, but I love them in drinks. Like they for me, they just always work. So this thing's just killing it for me.
For me, when I was about 15 years old, I got absolutely hammered on cherry brandy. Ooh. So if I taste any cherries in a drink whatsoever, the drink is awful. So I just drank straight tequila. So thank you, Blitz Barkeep, for the recipe.
Yeah.
But we have to get to know each other on a more personal level, I think.
He needs to do more research with these drinks.
He really does. Yeah, he phoned this one in. Let's be honest.
That's a fail.
No, I mean, he literally called.
Oh, literally? Yeah.
If you'd like the recipe for the Arizona Cardinal Cherry Smash and want to find out what we'll drink on our next show, just visit blitzednfl.com and check out our Blitz Barkeeps blog, which is called Behind the Sticks.
It is. I know that.
You barely know that. Let's move on.
First down.
As we mentioned, the NFL Draft is just weeks away, which means the NFL Draft hats are out. And they're so bad. When I first saw them, I thought they were an April Fool's joke.
Whoa.
Yeah, the worst ones have to be the Steelers, Panthers, or Jaguars, which is so awful, right? So if you were the first draft pick of any of these teams, what movie best represents what you'd be thinking if you got called up on stage and had to put on one of these god-awful hats?
Yeah. So let's paint the scene as imagine yourself. You are a draft pick. You're
actually good at something.
Yeah. so work hard at imagining, because I know I'm working hard at it. So you're walking up there and you're over them like your name was chosen,
right?
Like that would be. I can't even imagine how amazing that would be. Like you're literally like tingly just walking up there. No matter how cocky these guys are, and many of them in the first round are going to be. That's just who they've always been. Whatever, they're great players. But it's got to be a surreal moment. And then you get there and you walk up. You see all the people. You kind of start to. The lights are lit in your face because that's what TV is, right? So you're a little bit kind of like disoriented. And people are shouting or booing or whatever they're doing, depending on the crowd, right?
Donovan McNabb alert.
Yeah, exactly. Oh God, exactly. Just brutal. So you got to feel a little disoriented.
Yeah.
And then you get this. Someone gives you this hat, and you look at it, and you're like, and it's right in your face, and it feels like the realest thing is like, what the hell is this hat? Where'd this come from? Is this an AAF hat? Yeah. Like what is going on here? It doesn't feel legit.
Yep.
So you're
especially these ones.
Yeah, exactly, right? So because it's the first piece of NFL paraphernalia that's yours.
Right.
As something that you've earned.
But it looks like it came from an Oliver Stone movie.
Exactly.
Yeah, right? Any given Sunday.
Yeah.
It looks like a Shark's hat.
Right.
It's fucking terrible.
It's like who made this crap? Who's just phoning it in on this stuff?
This can't be real.
It can't be real. Right? So you're literally your mind is just literally blown. You're like, I have no idea where I am. And all I could think of when I'm trying to picture the scene was the movie Inception. And you're thinking, okay, so did someone F with my mind? Like, did someone just literally, like, am I still at home? Or am I walking through the freaking subway? Like, what the hell am I doing right now? Someone's said, okay, here you are, it's draft day, you're number one, and they give you this joker of a hat. It doesn't square. Like, you're like, I think I figured it out! I know what's going on, you bastards! I'm totally being punked.
You've implanted the idea that
Exactly.
I should like this new era hat.
Exactly.
One of the hardest things to do, by the way, per Inception.
Inception. Now, before you bother telling me it's impossible.
No, it's perfectly possible. It's just bloody difficult.
Love it.
God.
Well played. Well played.
So if you actually got drafted, what you're saying is that you would want someone to put you in a chair and kick you backwards into a bathtub so you could wake up.
That, or I would just be happily screaming, this is fake, the whole time.
I love that.
Yeah, I would go off script, right? Totally
Either
off
way,
script.
must-see
This is
TV.
fake. Yeah.
Must-see
Can you imagine
TV,
the first
right?
guy's like, I hate you all. Get out of my head. This is fake. This is bullshit. Just freaking losing his mind on stage. Oh, God.
And the Steelers
Oh,
are like,
God.
no, we didn't mean him.
Yeah, that's right.
We meant the other guy named him.
Can we repick?
Can we get that
Yeah.
guy, that seventh rounder?
Somebody want to trade for
Like,
this?
get this lunatic off stage. Okay, so if I'm a player in the draft,
Yeah.
forget all the stuff I'm saying about not caring who picks me, and it's just a great
Yeah,
opportunity
yeah,
to play in the NFL. I'm lying. No one really means that. I mean, up until last year, Cleveland was considered the Siberia of the NFL,
Yep.
right? Like, no
Yep.
one wanted to play there,
Yep.
especially if you were one of the 86 quarterbacks they've taken in the last decade. So it's where your career went to die. So don't buy into that. It's just like online dating profiles where people say in their bios that all they want is someone who can make me laugh or someone I can really talk to.
So we shouldn't get a profile?
That is such bullshit. No one wants that. Like, I mean, for instance, Twitter makes me laugh, but I'm not going to sleep with it. Although I do keep my phone by my bed, so it makes you kind of think. But I digress.
Awkward.
Okay?
Yep.
Yeah, it is awkward. Welcome to the show. So if I'm in the draft, what I actually want is for the team that I love to draft me. Okay?
Sure.
And I'm
Yeah,
thinking
yeah,
about every factor, right? The team
Yep.
record, the head coach, the fans, the weather, the city, all the way down to how good I'm going to look slapping on that new era draft day hat and bracing myself for that awkward Roger Goodell bear hug. So if I get selected by the Steelers, Panthers, or Jags, I'll be happy-ish.
Sure.
I'll put on that god-awful hat, smile, and say all the right things, just like at the end of a shitty first date, where we always say, hey, I'll call you.
Yeah,
Or,
yeah.
that was fun. Let's do that again. But in reality, all I want to do is get the fuck out of
yeah.
there, okay?
Yeah.
So my mind is just like the movie, he's just not that into you.
Girls are taught a lot of stuff growing up. If a guy punches you, he likes you. Never try to trim your own bangs. And someday, you will meet a wonderful guy and get your very own happy ending.
Which I haven't seen, but I'm pretty sure sums up everything that I've just said. So new era,
I love it.
big fucking fail, dude.
We're not that into you.
Okay, we are just not that into you.
I hate you. You suck.
Why we hate Tom Brady.
Because people are tired of hearing about his 6 rings on Instagram, Tom Brady has now joined Twitter, where he can piss off the rest of us on social media. His first tweet was on April 1st, where he joked he was finally retiring. This is considered cruel and to some degree an assault of my senses. Per Twitter's abuse policy, I can get him suspended from the platform. Can't I?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay,
Yes,
thank you,
yeah.
Coach. I'm just checking.
I wasn't sure if I was rhetorical or not.
Well, in a bit there, I was sort of musing to myself, but I really appreciate you chiming in. And
Yeah.
you're
I'm-
Mr. Social Media on the team here, so
dude, yeah.
I mean, 64 followers can't be wrong.
Well, there's 61 now.
Oh,
Like,
you pissed a few off,
They
did
drop
you?
off pretty quickly, actually.
Oh
sometimes,
wow,
yeah.
you lost your kids?
Yeah. That was my parents.
Your kids
actually.
blocked you?
So it's funny. So I'm looking at that single tweet, and I see at the end LFG.
Yeah.
And I'm looking it up, going LFG, and it had, I forget what it was. It was like it wasn't what he meant though, because then I'm reading the elements like it's literally let's fucking go, Right?
Oh, okay.
That's how he meant it, but it has a totally different meaning in sort of the normal sort of social media. Like what like he's not dialed in at all. It was the funniest thing. Like people aren't going to actually like figure out what you mean here. They're not going to think, oh, let's fucking go. Like it was actually kind of like him trying to be funny, and it totally fell flat because he used it in the totally wrong way.
It doesn't stand for let's fuck goats.
Let me. Can I look that one up? Is that to make sure of that
we're live here, Coach? Come on.
It does. It may for some.
Now, to be honest, if you retired, you'd have more time to do that.
To actually fact check.
Oh, well, yes, fact check. Yes, let's fact check goats.
That's very nice.
Something like that.
Beautiful.
I'm not sure. I'm not always down with the hashtags.
I don't even know what hashtags are.
Don't know.
Right? So, here's what I'm saying. Has he tweeted again?
Yeah, you still call hashtag pound, don't you?
I do.
You do. I mean, you're living in the old world of that rotary phone thing, right?
Yeah.
Pound 555 for free pizza.
That did hurt the Me Too move. I'm just saying.
Yeah,
it really did.
Oh, God.
So hashtag Me Too, I think, is out, people. It's right out. Don't use that ever again.
Coach.
No?
Coach.
Oh, are we live?
Oh, my God. Wow. The genie is out of the bottle, people. The genie is out. You know what? I think we're going to get letters.
Yeah, we might get letters.
I think we're getting letters.
I apologize to everyone that just...
Holy cow.
It just pops out. It just pops out.
Again, that's
Seriously?
what he said.
Still there?
Thank you.
Damn it.
You're an offense to just everybody tonight.
I'm trying, though. I'm trying. There's a program. I'm entering the program.
Jeez, you should. Okay. So as you know, on our next episode, Coach will be reading about a 5-minute apology statement. As per policy of this show, we do sincerely apologize for him. We have no idea what's going to come out of his fucking mouth. But let's not bury the lead here, right? We hate Tom Brady.
Yes.
Okay.
LFG.
You. That's all we have to do.
LFG.
Yes, exactly.
Third down.
So let me get this straight. Antonio Brown and Le'Veon Bell are so sick of the Steelers' drama that they force their way out of town. And after they leave, Antonio Brown throws unnecessary shade at the Bills and Juju Smith-Schuster on Twitter. Yeah. And Le'Veon Bell is too busy making rap music that no one likes to attend the Jets' new uniform reveal. Meanwhile, in Steeltown, Shazier, who couldn't walk 16 months ago, just did a 3-foot box jump. And Juju has done nothing but praise Big Ben's leadership, who's been silent throughout this entire thing. So what team's going to have the best record in 2019, do you think?
Well, if it's about class and stability, I'm going Steelers.
Yeah, you think?
I'm going Steelers.
You think?
It's an interesting thing because I've always heard and actually admired the Steelers in the sense of their continuity. Coaches, the classness of their organization. It seems like a really good buttoned-up team that's always got it down. And then you wonder, well, is it Tomlin's fault? Does he not have control of his team? Why is there all this drama? Like, who's steering the ship? Like, all this mess. And you lose these two jerk-offs, and all of a sudden, like you just painted, they're making drama where they go. They're the creators of drama. Mm-hmm. And the Steelers have none right now.
Yeah.
And you got the O-line calling out Bell while he was sitting out. I mean, like, it's starting to feel like where the problem was has now left.
You think?
And if I was a Steelers fan, I'd be happy as fucking pie right now.
Yeah, exactly,
because,
right?
I mean, we got rid of some talented dudes, but clearly they were killing it from within. And I just think it's awesome.
So let me ask you this, and it's something that I haven't been able to wrap my head around.
Yeah.
So you've got Le'Veon Bell, who just signed this monster deal with the Jets.
Although not as big as he could have gotten.
Not as big as he could have gotten.
Steelers.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
Go on.
Hindsight is 2020,
it's just
Coach.
$4 million off a year. No big deal.
That's fine. No big deal. Okay. Yeah. So the Jets do their big uniform reveal. Okay?
Yep.
It's the big event. Everyone's excited. You're in the biggest media market in the NFL.
Uh-huh.
How come Bell's not there?
It baffles the mind.
Right?
Because Sam Darnold is as sexy and as exciting as, like, rice. I mean, I'm sure he's a great guy and a great quarterback, but I see it's like, who's this dude up here? Just, he's got no vibrancy. There's nothing there.
Right.
It's just like he's just a wet blanket. I'm like this should be the moment as you're saying, this should be the moment where you bring out Bell. Like, boom. He could even show up partway through like a freaking amazing cameo. It's like, holy crap. You got, 5 or 6 guys having fun. They're doing their thing. Then who's this guy in the helmet walking up?
Right.
Could you imagine like just strolling in
the stealth black unis?
Fucking right. Wouldn't that be amazing?
It would have been.
And then the whole team's like, oh my God. And they just fucking lose their minds.
Yeah.
Shows himself and boom. Oh man, like that's an entrance.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But what did they do?
Le'Veon, I'm
crazy.
not your agent, but I think I should be. Now, here's what I would have proposed to you. Number one, I probably would have proposed taking the money from the Steelers. That would have been probably a good move because they had arguably one of the best offensive lines in the NFL. You're moving to
oh God,
fucking train wreck
and a new quarterback.
Secondly, you gave up so much money by going to the Jets. Great move, by the way. That you probably could have made that up in New Jersey sales, which you would have shared in, but you're not going to anymore because you didn't show up to the fucking reveal.
It's insane.
Christ, I would have bought one of those jerseys if he walked out. Christ, they would have looked awesome.
Oh, yeah. Especially those black ones. Those
absolutely. But you know what? I guarantee you that the Jets are probably going to win 6 or less games.
6 or less.
Yeah.
You heard it here first.
Yeah, because you know why? They're going to have a cultural problem in the organization. Yeah. It's going to suck. By the way, Adam Gase is a fucking lunatic. He's not going to be able to manage that locker room. Greg Williams is crazy. He's going to try to undermine him anyways.
You got Williams and Bell.
Oh my God, it's going to be
trying to manage it.
Awful. They're paying an inside linebacker about $940 million a year. So Bell's going to be pissed off about that.
That's right. Can you imagine a linebacker getting paid more than a star, actually an elite running back? So I have the answer, though.
Oh, good.
I know what's going on here.
Relocation, London Jets.
Ooh. Okay, I didn't think about that. I don't mind that at all.
That's okay.
Interesting.
Yeah. Because, then all Bell can say is like fiddle faddle and all that stuff. And the thing is, the media releases don't work because then they're outside of primetime hours in the States.
Yeah. No, I just got texted from Bell's agent. He had a conflict that day. He was in the studio doing more mumble rap.
Oh, the mumble rap.
Yeah. So
mumble rap, by the way, is sweeping the nation.
Oh, God.
I got to tell you.
Hopefully it sweeps its way right out of the nation. Right into some other nation. Just keep on going. Just keep on going.
It's going to find its way all the way to Raider Nation, Antonio Brown, who we haven't beaten up enough yet. But, hey, Antonio, leave Juju alone. It's like kicking a puppy. Stop doing it.
And Juju's tweet back like, all I ever did was just idolize you.
Thank you.
For like years while you're here and give you all this love and all these props, and he's just like just feeling that tweet. I mean, just feeling that. I was like, oh my God. Like, that's real shit.
Oh, God, yeah.
Like some of this stuff is just garbage and just posturing, whatever.
Of course.
But that was real shit.
Absolutely.
God.
I know, it's crazy,
Brown.
right? And I don't know if they play this year. They probably do. I think the Steelers play the Raiders. Isn't that going to be a fun
You know what's going to happen? Juju's going to play DB. Actually, he's going to play safety. Let's see that crossing route here, Antonio Brown. I know all your routes. I know all your moves.
Mailman. Mailman.
There are a bunch of new first-time head coaches in the NFL this season, including Sean McVay clones Cliff Kingsbury, Zach Taylor, and Matt LaFleur, as well as Freddie Kitchens, Vic Fangio, and Brian Flores. So who will have the most success and who will have the roughest road? We don't know. So we're talking to one of our Blitzed insiders, Cleveland Kate, who will be writing an article about it this week on Blitzed NFL and Our Turf Football. Kate, I know you're from Cleveland, and Kitchens is on the list of first-time head coaches. So how's it going to go for him this year?
Oh, he's got the easiest job out of the entire bunch. There's no question about that, and that's not just me being a homer. What I really focused on to make decisions as I ranked them was who were the quarterbacks they were going to have to work with. Mm-hmm. And last year, Baker Mayfield proved that he was the franchise quarterback the Browns have needed. He worked with Kitchens as the interim head coach for the last 8 weeks of the season. And then by adding Odell Beckham Jr. in the trade just a couple short weeks ago, he's clearly got the easiest path to have the best record out of all these teams.
So Bleacher Report just came out with a scathing article about the longtime feud between Aaron Rodgers and Mike McCarthy. So what exactly has Matt LaFleur stepped into, and can he be successful?
Well, I think he can, partly because Aaron Rodgers is adamantly refuting everything he wrote in that article and saying it never happened. which I find interesting. But they brought in LaFleur, whose background is, as wide receivers coach, as quarterback coach, offensive coordinator. He's been focused on the offensive side of the ball. So he's going to give Aaron Rodgers whatever he needs to be successful. He's going to work with management and scouting to make sure that they add some weapons for him. The biggest problem Aaron's had in recent years is injuries have taken out guys like Jordy Nelson and some of the other talent that he has. They've never had a solid running game. And if LaFleur can shore up the rest of the offense for him, the defense can take care of itself. Aaron can win a shootout with just about anybody.
Does LaFleur suffer from the problem that he's a bit of a fanboy here and Aaron Rodgers is a LeBron James type that could take over the team?
LeBron James won a championship in Cleveland with that kind of a...
no shots fired!
With the fanboy coach.
Love it.
You don't get in his way. When you have a player that good, you just stay out of his way. You do the stuff you need to do around the side, and you let him do what he does.
All right. So, Kate, fun fact, if you add up the ages of all the first-time head coaches, they add up to Vic Fangio's age. So, can he be successful in Denver with an old-school style?
Dude, nobody can be successful in Denver right now. Their quarterback is Joe Flacco. I mean, they've been through... This is a rebuilding period. John Elway's trying to buy himself 2 or 3 years. He's going to make some moves and try to see if he can't get a hold of maybe Dwayne Haskins in the draft, get another quarterback, and just buy himself 2 years, maybe get back to 8 wins so the fans aren't crying after last year's 6-10 season like they were. And he needs to get quarterback play going. That's always been the hallmark of the Broncos teams. It started with Elway in '83. They continued it on their Super Bowl run with Peyton Manning. They have to get back to having a reliable quarterback, and right now they don't have that. So Fangio's just going to buy them 2 years, 3 at the most, before they hire someone else to run that ship.
Real talk. Yeah. Real talk. I like this.
Okay, so let's get you out of here on this. Which of these coaches is going to have the roughest road going forward?
It's got to be Cliff Kingsbury because, the Cardinals were a whole hot mess last year. I was surprised they won any games, let alone 3. If I thought they were going to give him a chance to work with Josh Rosen, I felt better about his future shot at success. He's worked with guys like Case Keenum, with Pat Mahomes, with Johnny Manziel, with Baker Mayfield. He knows how to bring up a quarterback and how to move him along. And I just have the feeling ownership's going to do something stupid and try to move Rosen, maybe move up in the draft and get Kyler Murray or something like that, which wouldn't ultimately be bad, but I think that causes some dissension in the ranks and some locker room issues that I don't think Kingsbury is ready to deal with. He doesn't have enough time under his belt to deal with those kind of NFL personalities, and that's going to cause him problems on the back end.
Boom.
I'm looking forward to this article. So when do we expect this thing to drop?
I should be posting out tomorrow morning around 9 a.m. Eastern.
Oh, perfect. All right. Well, Cleveland Kate, you are awesome as always. Blitzed Insider and feature writer for Our Turf Football. Cleveland Kate, you are dynamite.
Boom.
Thanks, boys.
Thanks for joining us.
Really appreciate it.
Well, that puts a bow on this episode.
Oh, look at that.
Isn't that nice?
Yeah.
We missed you tonight, Rookie.
Oh, he wasn't. Oh, I thought he was here the whole time.
I missed you tonight, Rookie, for not being here.
Right.
Yeah. So, as you know, Rookie just had a baby, and
congrats
he is
again,
being super dad at home, and we wish him well and hopefully a speedy return because I got to be honest, Coach, you're not that good as a host
tonight.
Yeah, pretty bad.
I know.
So, Rookie, hurry back, please.
We need him back.
Yeah. So anyway, thanks for listening, and hey, Game of Thrones coming up.
GOT.
Got it.
Need another drink.
Thanks,
Cherry Smash.
Thanks for tuning in, and make sure you check out Cleveland Kate's article on BlitzedNFL.com or rturffb.com. And thanks again to the Blitz Barkeep for not making me put cherries in my drink.
I loved it.
You're the man, and again, you can check out his article on Behind the Sticks at BlitzedNFL.com. Thanks for tuning in. We love you. Is anybody really listening?
I was just going to say, just tone it down. Man.
Sorry. Love you, Mom.
Yeah. Thanks for listening, Mom. Yeah.